Hi, Joffrey here. I'm sitting here just relaxing on the morning of the final morning of the M3 sales training system, my last day here on your property. And I just want to let you know that there's some very key things I want you to keep in mind in order to build the momentum that we've begun to build with me being here. So I wanted to give you some simple reminders and to let you know of what's coming up in your email and also from your supervisors, managers, and from the managers, from your training and development managers. So some of the key things, there are really 6 key factors that you want to keep in mind. You know, in the M3 sales training program, like using the workbook that we use and all the information that's in here, this is a handbook for you. A handbook that's you're able to use every single day to remind yourself of the key principles. So let me share with you what those 5 key principles really are. The first one is attitude. Remember, we dealt with mindset and the focus of attitude and how you are the person that dictates your attitude. So want to make sure that you are asking yourself the question, is my attitude worth catching? That can be a gauge for you on a moment-by-moment basis to check your attitude. Because remember, your attitude will dictate your success in your sales environment. And so I want to remind you of that. The first thing is attitude. The second aspect I want you to be aware of and remind yourself of is the 777. The power of product knowledge and being able to use that product knowledge to convert your clients into buying customers. This is what's very, very key. So the 777 you want to put into play on a regular basis. I gave you lots of suggestions, such as doing your 777 in your shift lineups, doing it on your own. But the main thing is getting your 777s completed as soon as possible and into use. Remember, what you're supposed to focus on with that are the top 5 best sellers, the most expensive items, services, or products in your department, and if you do have promotions, your number 1 promotion to get bodies into the shop. So that's your 777. The other powerful tool that you want to be aware of is what I call name it and claim it. Your power to predict your income each and every single week. By making this a regular practice at the very last day of the week or at the front of your new week, you'll be able to have a better control over your inflow of income. So want to make sure that you name it and claim it on a regular basis. Remember, you've got to name how much you want, then you've got to work it out. Work it out to the details. What products, what services do you need to actually entice your clients with and sell in order for you to claim the income that you're looking to accomplish? So that's name it and claim it. So far, attitude. We also have 777, name it and claim it. After name it and claim it, it's checklists. This is a mandatory principle that must be in as soon as possible. Your checklist puts order into your work environment. When there's greater order, there's more simplicity in the sales process, there's a smooth flow of the sales process, and you have greater success. Remember, order equals success. So if you haven't completed your checklist as yet, get that done. Working with your team members, working with your managers working with your team to make sure that the checklist is created, refined, and then put into practice on a daily basis. This way, you're going to guarantee greater success for yourself and the entire department. The next one is the M3 Sales Leaderboard. The M3 Sales Leaderboard is your game, your way of actually increasing your production. The sooner that gets up and in use, the more fun you'll have and the more you're going to produce and put back into Hip City Bank. So the moral of the story is get the M3 Sales Leaderboard up, displayed. You've got all the paperwork that shows you step by step how to create it and put it into play. Now, just want to remind you, this program, the M3 Sales Training System, is a certified program. Your certificate coming from the Fullerton Group will be coming to you once there's evidence of all these factors put into place. You see, here at Sandals, you have the opportunity to be working hand in hand with your training and development manager. Your training and development manager will ensure that you get all 5 of these key points fully in your department, fully in use, and creating the results that you truly want to create in your department. So make sure you reach out to your training and development manager. They will take the opportunity to, when they do their revenue audits, to ensure that all 5 of these factors are in play. Now, the last thing I want to mention to you is that you're also receiving, or have received already, the M3 Momentum Program. The Momentum Program is a step-by-step action steps that will ensure that you continue building the momentum that you start to build. That's submitted to each and every independent department that I've worked with, and that's come through the M3 Sales Training Program here. So you want to make sure that you read it, understand it, and then managers start to roll it out throughout your entire team. Now, you also have to understand that this is the responsibility of not just the managers, but managers, supervisors, and the entire team working with the M3 Sales Training and specifically the M3 Momentum programs. So, I've had a great time. It's been a privilege and an honor to share my expertise and my knowledge with each and every one of you. And now it's up to you. It's up to you to embrace this information and fully put it into action in all the aspects of your sales, your professional sales life. And realize this, some of you have also realized that it actually washes over into your personal life as well. Well, I want to remind you that Hib City Bank is your responsibility for your ability to not just compete, but to dominate in your industry. I want to thank you for tuning in to the M3 Sales Training System, for participating, and I look forward to working with you all again. Stay tuned for great videos and tips coming up. Every single week will be sent out to you so that you can continually keep this on the top of your mind. Thanks very much. All the best of success.